free throw, you took one. Did the referees let it go a little more than you expected?
I think the refs, just like us, were trying to feel each other out. It's one of those games, you don't want to go so quick to making calls, and it ruins the physicality. This was a game that was going to always be physical from the get, and they just had to feel it out. I think the refs did some people won't believe I'm saying this, but I think they did a great job of trying to control the game, and also, just making sure that they weren't trying to be as fair as possible.
How much of how you play is dictated by how they call it early in the game? Do you kind of change up the way you play? Do you play more physical in games like that?
It depends. Like I said, you got to feel out the refs. You don't want to be too physical, and then they call it. But some refs let it play a little more. So today was a great. The refs were great. They were playing, letting us play a little more. They wanted to set the tone early. I caught a lot of fouls in the beginning, but I seen at the end, they let the physicality play out, and they knew each other's how everyone was going to play.
How much of your defensive game plan centered around not necessarily stopping Montrez, but keeping him from getting good shots off?
Our game plan was mostly just play the defense we always know how to play. I mean, if we could do that, we could beat anybody. And we just came out here, we played solid. Just made sure we had to do what we had to do to make sure that we could keep the score as low as possible for Louisville. And I think we did a great job today playing defensively.
How tough and physical was this game, Karl?
It was very physical. It's just one of those things when it reminded me a lot of playing overseas. It was very physical, but, they let a lot go. And it was one of those games, you had to play, you had to keep playing through the fouls, don't worry about it, don't complain, just keep playing. You're not always going to get everything. You just got to keep playing. If they call a whistle, then be glad they called it, and then maybe at the other time be a little upset, but it's fine. Just keep playing through it, and this is one of those games you could have let little things like that affect us. It would have hurt us long term.
Do you know how ugly some of these defensive struggles look, and do you care as long as you get to win?
It's always about the W. It's never about how we look. It's more about the W. There's a lot of times, we're going to be as basketball players, but, it's a process. It's something that we have to know. Sometimes we're always not going to look good. We're not always going to look the brightest and the sharpest as we always are. But as long as we come out with a W, we could know that we have that W on our schedule, and also we can move to the next game and fix what we need to fix.
How do you describe Tyler's game today?
Tyler's great. He played amazing. He was able to he was allowing us to he moved the ball. He just led the team. He led the team, and that's one of the things. Against a team like this, you need to make sure everything's under control. He kept the game under control. He was hitting shots the way he always does. Hit a floater. He was pretty good today. Pretty good.
Willie came in at 3 key points in the second half and made 3 steals that one led to an and one for you. I think the first free throw. How big was he defensively, even though he wasn't really playing too much, especially in the second half?
Does that surprise any of us that Willie played great defense? I mean, that's his specialty. Willie's one of those guys. It's going to be one time in my life I'll be able to play with a person like Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's just going to be a blessing playing with him, and I just want to enjoy all the time I have with him, because you never know when he's going to leave. You never know, and I'm just blessed to play with a person like him and learn from him. Possibly one of the best defenders I'll ever play with.
I think they're letting us play a little bit. We just tried to play our game. Whatever the rest did, the rest did. So.
You guys did a really good job on Harrell. How much did you want to just make him shoot over tall guys? You had some chances. Marcus Lee was on him some.
Well, we really backed off the 5-man. It kind of helped the 4-man, whoever was guarding him.
How do you explain Tyler's play?
It was great. He really stepped up. He hit a lot of shots. He controlled the offense, and he just had a great game today.
You guys shut him down. Patino said they had to score. They had to have some offense, and they just couldn't get it.
We just went with the game plan, and defensively we just sat down and locked down.
What can you take from this game, maybe moving forward? Did you guys need something like this?
We did need a game like this, where it's going to be competitive, away from home, the crowd was into it. So it just shows that we're a really tough team.
Now that this one is out of the way, people are going to talk about whether you can go undefeated and go through the regular season without a loss. How are you guys going to deal with that sort of talk?
We're not going to think about it. We're just going to take one game at a time, and we're not even thinking about the undefeated talk or anything.
It's there, though.
Yeah, but we're just going to take one game at a time.
How tough and physical was this game?
It was very physical. We knew it was going to be a bump and grind type of game coming in, so we prepared for it, and that's it.
Odd though, Joe, ever look up at the scoreboard and go, wow, there's only 20-something points on, 30-something points on?
At halftime, I kind of realized that we were only around 20 points, and I was like, it's a dogfight out there, and we just have to buy into it.
How do you describe Tyler's play today?
Well, everybody's seen it. He's incredible. He's showing you guys things that you guys haven't seen out of him before, but I've seen it because, we've played on camp teams all the time. So it's nothing new to me, but, he's a real special player.
And now, because you've won this one, everybody's going to say you can go roll the tape.
We can't focus on that. Every time we go out on the court, we try to win. And I feel like that's every team's objective. So, we're just going to take it game by game.
It's there.
Well, obviously, we haven't lost yet. But like I said, take it one game at a time.